study a lot of the stuff, I suppose. And it seems that there isn't actually an objective truth as far as it's concerned, that there is only a subjective truth, and depending on the person, different things will be true for them.
Not with study technology. I would disagree with you on that. Study technology is actually quite precise. It looks at why do you go blank at the end of a page. I mean, we were again talking about this, funny enough. We've both got degrees. Stuart's got a first class degree. You reckon you knew about a third of the syllabus, something like that?
Yeah, when I did my degree, I graduated with a first class honours degree, and I reckon I knew about a third of the syllabus well enough to apply it. And that was good.
Where's your degree from, sorry?
Huh?
Where's your degree from?
Aston. It's electronics engineering, Aston. And I was a pretty good engineer compared to all the other guys and things like that graduated. I reckon I did pretty good. But I reckon I knew about a third of it well enough to just go out there and use it. The rest of it I could look up and things like that and what have you. But I realised not long after getting into Scientology and learning a bit more about study that there's absolutely no reason why I shouldn't have left that university knowing everything that was taught to me. And it just kind of hit me as a bit of a waste, really.
So the study technology is very precise. I used it in my classroom when I used to teach. And funny enough, when in the first year I went into one particular school, it had very near extreme measures, you know how that can happen with Ofsted, the year before. I then actually went through all my classes, the study technology, how to study, though I was actually teaching French at the time. And at the end of that year, you can say it's coincidental, they got the best results they'd ever had. It's a very precise technology, actually. Why you go blank when you're reading, why you feel squashed, why you just don't want to be there, why you give up on a subject. All of those can be answered with the study technology. Yeah.
What exactly is study tech?
Yeah, it looks at... do you want to show the film? I'll show you the film.
In all of the endless hours of your schooling, you were given plenty to learn. But did anyone ever actually teach you how to study? Sure, you learned how to go to school, maybe even what questions were going to be on the test, but were you ever taught how to learn? A lack of any real method of study has, over the years, led to many students studying just so they can pass the tests. But this is a substitute for actual understanding. You don't gain any real knowledge you can use. Study and learning are a vital part of everyday life. Scientology offers a precise study technology that enables anyone to learn and fully understand any subject. It's the first thoroughly workable approach to teaching people exactly how to learn. It's been discovered that there are 3 distinct barriers which can block your ability to study, and therefore to learn. Each barrier actually produces a different set of reactions in you. If you can recognize these reactions, you can use specific tools to overcome them. If you've ever found yourself feeling bored or exasperated when studying something, or ever felt squashed, dizzy, headachy, or had that dead sort of feeling when trying to understand something, these are the reactions of the first barrier to study, the absence of mass. By mass, we mean the actual objects, the physical things of life. For example, if you were studying about flying from a textbook and read all about how to operate the controls, how much would you understand if you'd never actually seen an airplane cockpit itself? Seeing or touching the thing you're studying, getting the physical reality of the ideas you're trying to learn about would help remedy this. With study technology, you'll learn several useful tools developed specifically to give you the mass you need to make the thing you're studying real to you. If you've ever tried to learn something and found yourself reeling or confused, or feeling like the newest step you're asked to do is just too hard.
Come on, let's go.
This is actually because a previous step wasn't understood, and you jump to the next step. This second barrier to study is called too steep a gradient. Gradient means the gradual step-by-step approach to something. With these study tools, you'll know exactly how to find which earlier step it was that you missed or never quite mastered, and how to handle it. If you tackle what you're trying to learn so that each step is easily attainable, even the most complicated things can be achieved. Now, have you ever gotten to the end of a page and realized you have no idea what you just read? Or have you ever put down a book in the middle of it, never to pick it up again? Well, believe it or not, both of those scenarios are caused by the very same thing, and it's the most important barrier of them all, the misunderstood word. A misunderstood word is a word which is not understood at all, or it's a word you think you understand, but you have wrong. Going past a misunderstood word gives you a distinctly blank feeling. And if you've ever seen someone getting groggy or falling asleep over his book, then you know they've passed a misunderstood word long before. This also explains why you can get to the bottom of a page and not know what you just read. Somewhere earlier on that page, there was a word you misunderstood. When this occurs, the section right after that word is a blank in your memory. This causes you to separate yourself from it and withdraw. Any class you've dropped or subject you've ever given up on has had its misunderstood words. With study technology, you'll learn how to find those words and clear up their meaning. And you'll not only feel brighter, you'll regain your ability and interest in the subject. In truth, being a bright student doesn't depend on native talent. With these tools, anyone can learn any subject they choose and use those skills to succeed.
Yeah.
You used this word technology.
Yeah.
How would you define a technology within Scientology? Because I'm gathering it's not particularly what the conventional definition of the technology would
As
be.
far as I know, if you look in the dictionary, technology is probably defined as knowledge with an applicable use. Knowledge that can be put to use, usually a scientific type of knowledge that can actually be applied as opposed to pure science, right? That's pretty much what this is. It's knowledge about something that you can put to use. Yeah.
You stated like it's the well, I can't remember if it was the video or if you said it, but you said it's the first like real like in-depth way of learning. I've heard all of that before. If I'm honest. It just seems to me like I took courses at school, you know, like we did put it like study skills.
Yeah.
But the idea of, you know, making sure you understand every word on a page to understand the page doesn't seem especially radical. If you know.
It's not. It's pretty common sense, isn't it?
But I say, what is unique about it to Scientology? What makes it Scientology's way of Scientology technology? Or
Have you ever seen it anywhere else?
yeah.
You have?
Yeah. I used to do my school used to get like talks in study skills. We had a number of things like that. We used to do like page ingest, stuff like that. I can't remember exactly the groups that did it, but I'm pretty sure they weren't Scientology groups. I mean,
Yeah.
no. So as I say, it didn't seem like anything I hadn't seen before.
A lot of
I did actually. So
Well done. Did you say you did?
I did.
You did?
Yeah.
Well done. Good. I mean, it is a precise technology with a specific way of applying, so you can learn anything and, you know, use it in life to learn anything at all. And it works, as we keep saying, it does work. So, you know, if you find something that has also helped you, then that's good, because actually it's rare. I went through the whole of school and I didn't have anything like that. So that you obviously went to a good school.
I'm just saying that it's not the whole idea of learning